in the building. MVP, trying to be the most valuable poet on this MIC. Words from A.Byrd, your man Arthur Byrd in the building. What we like to call Motivational Monday. I'm representing for President's Day. See, I got my all white on. It's President's Day. Should be a day off for a lot of people. Chance to kind of clean yourself up, relax, rejuvenate, restore, get something done. Even if it's nothing. Sometimes you just got to recharge, and that means sitting back and relaxing. I want to just give a warm welcome to everybody. Give a special shout out to my mom, A.Byrd, who turned 79 yesterday. Happy birthday, Mom. Enjoy spending time with you and the fam yesterday. We moving forward. Black History Month, soon be over. Got like a week and a few days left. And with everything that's going on out here, I just don't want it to be slighted. We need to be celebrating some black history every day. Imagine where we would be if we didn't have all of the accomplishments that black inventors have given us and provided us to sustain us from since way back when up until now. First thing I want to get into on President's Day, since we're dealing with, the White House and mandates and justice and everything like that, is the fact that all lives matter. But definitely, black lives truly do matter. And I see a lot of black lives getting wasted and mistreated in the judicial system. We're really dealing with a situation where there is no justice, no peace. Unequal justice system. Black people murdered, never seen as a victim. No justice, no peace. If you black like me, they will kill you in the street and walk away for free. We see it over and over again. Justice for black people has never been a friend. Excuses get made, sentences get reduced. White on black crime always has an excuse. A reason to lie, a reason to cry. Black lives don't matter. On the news, you watch us die. Shot in the back, knee on my neck. Even in death, black gets no respect. Take the time to reflect, and you will see that the dots connect. My fury lies with the judge and jury, so now I'm about to bum rush the bench. All men will never be created equal as long as I'm getting Willie lynched. As long as I'm getting Willie lynched. All men will never be created equal as long as I'm getting Willie lynched. Don't let that go over your head, people. Do your research if you need to. But we're losing lives. We're not even getting punished for the lives that are being taken out here. We justifying the murder of black people in these streets. We justifying it. And we need to stop that. We definitely got to stop that. I want to see that come to an end because all lives matter. But I just seem to see a lot of black lives being mistreated and taken for granted and devalued every night on the news, every day on Facebook, on all media platforms. This is what my eyes see. And I want a better world, not only for me, but for my children as well as your children. We hold the keys. We hold the keys. But as long as we want to fuss and fight, we're not going to move in the right direction. We're just not going to move in the right direction. So as always, you know the catchphrase, you know what we got to be doing. Got to be washing our hands. You need that hand sanitizer. You definitely need some soap and water. You need to have a mask of some sort. We dealing with a lot of things out here right now, a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos, a lot of misunderstanding when it comes down to which way we're going with the virus. Is it over? Are we still in a pandemic? Is it an endemic? Well, let me give you a word about that as well. The endemic, right now to me, that is simply a gimmick. The endemic is the gimmick, running headfirst into the fire. The world is full of COVID fatigue. Normal is what we desire. Stealth can't wait for a lapse in hygiene and lifted mandates. A bunch of intelligent fools too smart for our own damn good. What's the point in having rules? COVID running rampant in all of our public schools. We need to have a healthy fear. COVID is still COVID, and death is most severe. A trend that has no end as long as we love COVID and we treating it like a dear friend. You got to protect yourself. And I know we tired. I know we fatigued. We want to get back to normal. But until we get back to what was normal hygiene, When you went to the restroom, you washed your hands. When you went outside and came back in from emptying the trash or touching a doorknob or just being outside in general around people, shaking hands and dapping up and giving high fives and low fives, we washed our hands. We got to get back to that. As long as we stay out here and we are unsanitized, we will never realize a new normalcy absent of COVID. Absent of COVID. So, hey, be on the lookout. Stealth is here. And I would advise anybody listening to this, watching, who will watch, keep a mask handy. Keep your hands washed. That's most important. Most important. Blessings out here on the table. Don't leave yours on the table. I'm praying for everybody. But most importantly, I'm praying for myself. And I'm asking God to expand my territory. Expand my territory. I got one viewer watching me right now, but one day it's going to be over thousands of viewers watching and hearing what I have to say. Because I'm going to have everything locked in and loaded and ready to go. But I just want to discuss the fact that you need to pray big. Have great expectations for what God has in store for you, because I feel that way about myself. And I know I'm headed in the right direction. I'm headed in the right direction. My feet are on the ground, but my head, my heart, my body, and my soul is looking up, and it is ready to rise. It is ready to rise. And with that being said, I want you to always realize that your soul is precious, very precious. And you got to keep your soul guarded. Guarded soul. Guard your soul in this life we enjoy. Be aware at all times. Keep a sense of coy. Don't let disruptive energy play you like a toy. Keep your head up and feed your dreams. Never let people lower your self-esteem. Close your eyes. Focus. Take time to think. You are the straw that stirs your drink. What's in the cup belongs to you. Let them be mad. There's nothing they can do. As you soar, continue to rise. Leave them on the ground with the lies and the flies. Envy in this world is what should be despised. That's why I need my blessings supersized. Let me bring that around again. See, that jealousy and that envy in the world is to be despised. But that's why I need my blessings supersized. What's out here for you is for you. What's out here for me is for me. But I'm going to take what I see and what's offered to me. I'm not going to leave it on the table. I'm not going to leave it on the table. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's too much out here for you. Too much out here for you to realize and have and hold. If you're going to have it and you're going to hold it, you're going to have to pray for it though. And if you're going to pray, like I told you, pray big. Pray big. You know what you want? Be prepared to work for it. Be prepared to go after it. But the only way you're going to get it is if you allow God to help you get there. You got to allow him to help you get there. So you have to pray. Never pray a prayer just to get by. We pray to a God who sits on high. We can't have sun without the rain. Depth of prayer is powered by the pain. Pain feeds the prayer. Seek God who cares. Include God in your walk as well as in your daily self-talk. No cap, growth takes place in the gap. Suffering and salvation, pray up, up, up. Pray big for the blessings that are being put in your cup. You got to be on it to own it. It's yours to behold, more precious than silver and gold. The blessings will never be sold. The price has already been paid. We must follow the foundation that God has laid. Not my bank account. I want my spirit to be paid. Spirit got to be paid. The me I want to be paid is the me that God made. Worry not about you and what has been said. Those who seek to condemn you are the walking dead. Take them and the negative spirits out of your anointed head. Don't let people rock in your zone rent free. Focus on you and what you have on your plate, and that's how you get on the road to being great. That's how you get on the road to being great. Special shout out to all my people who are out there on the front lines, doing what you have to do. Continue to be safe. Continue to be focused. Keep your head on a swivel. And know that Words from A.Byrd is rocking with you. Rocking with you. Most importantly, before we leave, You always got to discuss the fact that mental health is and will continue to be paramount. Will continue to be paramount. Good morning, Immaculate. Good morning. Good morning. Mental health, man. We got to support one another mentally. You don't have the mental, you don't have the physical. Like I said before, the brain has to tell the heart to beat. The brain has to tell your legs to move. The brain impacts the spinal cord. The brain impacts your mind, your breathing. And your brain also encompasses your soul. So, what I want to talk about real brief is the fact that you got to have a mental health toolbox. Got to have a mental health toolbox. Odell in the building. What's happening, my guy? Chi-Town. We need to make a coping skills toolbox. We're not going to do it all today. We're going to space it out over time. But you may ask, why do we need a coping skills toolbox? We need a coping skills toolbox because right here in the world today, we in COVID land. And COVID has done a lot to destroy self-esteem and to destroy mental health. And we're just starting to realize how important mental health is. So in order to keep our mental health on high and to restore mental health, we're going to need a coping skills toolbox. And a coping skills toolbox is just something that you develop. We all have different coping skills, but we want to keep the coping skills on healthy coping skills. And there are a lot of ways to cope when you feel stressed, when you feel like the walls are closing in. And we're just going to start to open the window so that you can really have a clearer vision on what's out here to offer you assistance when you need to cope. See, it's easier said than done. And you cannot wait until you feel stressed, you feel anxiety to say, oh, I got to develop some coping skills. Briefly, we're going to look at ways you can self-soothe. We're going to look at ways that you can develop healthy distractions so that you don't focus on whatever your triggers are that are going to make you angry or that are going to make you act in an irrational manner. Every action deserves a reaction, but let's start giving opposite actions. If someone wants to provide a lot of hate, then we're going to reverse that with a lot of love. We got to do the opposite. Emotional awareness. Identify your feelings and emotions, and don't be afraid to share them respectfully. Last and most importantly today, before we close, we got to have a crisis plan. Because right now we're living in a world of crisis. You don't know who to believe. You don't know which way to turn. You don't know who to talk to. So we're kind of living in the midst of turmoil and crisis right now. Every day it's a new aspect of turmoil, a new crisis that we're going to have to face and look at facing. So the first thing I would say is you need to look at having family and friends who you can count on that can appreciate the fact that you are going to ask for help if you need it, and vice versa. Like I said, we got to be here for each other. We cannot be afraid to tap in to those people who have been educated on how to help us. And that just means a little therapy. Talking to somebody with an open mind and an open heart who can actively listen. They don't always have to respond to what you say. Sometimes we just need an open vent to let it out. At the end of the day, as we continue to go through this circle for our coping skills toolbox, we're going to look at what it takes to pull it all together. And it's going to take time to pull it all together. As we move forward and we build this toolbox, just stay with me. Stay with me, because in the long run, you're going to see that it's going to benefit you. We're going to look at 99 ways to cope. 99 different coping skills out here. Like listening to music, like reading a book, like writing poetry. Maybe even one day you might want to say, rocking with words from A.Byrd is therapeutic for you. All I got to do is close my eyes and listen. But in the meantime, between time, remember this. As we always say, you got to be here in the present. Make sure you get one goal accomplished. And man, get out here and walk. Get out here and walk. Physical fitness, physical health follows mental health. Listen to some good music. Put your mind in a good place. It's President's Day. All respect due, all praises due to the God we serve. Known by many names, but love is his game. He will remain the same, always in your corner and ready to support you. But you got to first support yourself. Faith without work is dead. And we are about the living. We are about the living. It's time to go with a brand new flow. Words from A.Byrd in the building. This is your man, A.Byrd. And as always, wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Motivational Monday. Get out there and get motivated. You know what to rep. You repping yourself, you repping God, and you repping the fact that you here on the good side, the right side, the living side. Let's make it a great day, people. President's Day. Don't let the devil get in your way. We're not dealing with problems because we are the solution. The blessing is right there in the mirror. When you step to the light, you see it, know it, believe it. Your man, A.Byrd, words from A.Byrd in the building. Stay motivated. Get this Monday off like it's supposed to with a bang. Booyah. Peace.